Welcome back to my channel. I am back with another Basketball Wives review, so let's just get right into it. So at the very beginning of this episode, Jennifer ends up going out to dinner with Christian and his family, and look, Christian's family is not feeling Evelyn talking about their family member, so they've been going back and forth with Evelyn on social media, and during this conversation, Jennifer seemed happy that she had Christian's family to have her back, but to be honest with you, I don't feel like they necessarily have Jennifer's back. I feel like they have Christian's back because God forbid things don't work out between Jennifer and Christian, they're gonna end up talking about her the same way they're talking about Evelyn online just to have Christian's back. Now, I will say I do understand why Jennifer is so upset with Evelyn because she really is trashing her relationship. I do feel like Evelyn does have some valid concerns, whether you like Evelyn or not. Jennifer does not have the best track record when it comes to picking men, so I can understand why Evelyn was concerned. However, I think she should have only voiced her concerns to Jennifer one time about Christian, and once she saw that Jennifer wasn't feeling her voicing her concerns about Christian, that's when I think that she should have gracefully backed away and allowed Jennifer to do what she wants to do, because now the two of them have been going back and forth as these episodes air on social media. I just hope for Jennifer's sake that this relationship actually works out and she doesn't end up screwed over in the end, because during this conversation with Christian's family, they start telling them how they're going to Vegas to make their relationship legal, and I just feel like, I don't know if that's the best idea. And Evelyn actually ended up saying this to Brittany, Brandi, and Denise because they end up meeting up for a girls' night in this episode, and she basically finds out from Brandi that Jennifer is going to Vegas to get married to Christian, where it's going to be legal this time, and Evelyn was basically saying that she thinks it's a bad idea for Jennifer to make this marriage legal because Christian does have a lot of allegations against him and people are coming for him for a lot of money. So these alleged victims can actually come after Jennifer and what she has in her money because she decided to make this marriage to Christian legal. So I hope she knows what she's doing in this situation, and hopefully that doesn't end up happening. But Brandi ends up coming up with this idea. She feels like because she's already going to be in Las Vegas for Jennifer's little wedding, she decides to tell Evelyn and the rest of the girls that they should come to Las Vegas as well so that they can celebrate Evelyn's birthday, because apparently the day that Jennifer is getting married is actually on Evelyn's birthday. And Evelyn agreed and she felt like it was a good idea. I personally think that it's messy and I think it's going to create a lot of drama with all of them being in Las Vegas at the same time. However, I do understand that this is a reality TV show and you need drama to get entertainment. So Brandi was probably told by production to do this whole birthday party for Evelyn so that they can be in Las Vegas at the same time that Jennifer's going to be there with Christian to stir up some drama. So I'm not really looking at Brandi like she's messy. I just know how the show works. Now, outside of Jennifer inviting Brandi to her wedding to Christian, she also ends up getting on a FaceTime call with both Jackie and Ming, and she invites both of them to the wedding too. She feels like Jackie has been supportive and cool about the relationship. She hasn't really been in their business, so her and Christian are fine with Jackie coming. And then Ming knows Christian's family. That's what Jennifer said, so that's the reason why she was invited. Now, on this phone call, Jennifer was actually surprised to find out from Ming that at the same time they're all going to be in Las Vegas for Jennifer's wedding, that Brandi is also throwing a girls' trip for Evelyn's birthday, and she feels some type of way about this because she wishes that she would have heard this from Brandi and not from Ming. I honestly do feel like Brandi should have told Jennifer about this so that she wouldn't be caught in the middle of the drama, because it seems like the drama is going to be on Brandi. Like everybody's going to be feeling like Brandi is the one causing trouble in this situation, when really she doesn't really have anything to do with the issues that Evelyn and Jennifer have with each other. Now look, I am sorry to say this, but Ming and Tai, their whole relationship that they have is exhausting to me. I mean, Tai seems like she wants to work things out with Ming and be together, but I feel like Ming is playing games. I feel like she's just stringing Tai along. I mean, she keeps saying that she just wants to be friends with Tai, but then she's acting like there's something more between the two of them. If she doesn't want to be with Tai, she should just completely let her go and just move on, because it doesn't seem like she's that into Tai, but she seems like she doesn't want anybody else to be interested in her either, because Tai ends up bringing up that she ended up going to get her eggs checked and she ended up inviting Brandi because Brandi was the one who gave her the suggestion. Now, I'm not going to act like Tai is innocent. I definitely do feel like the reason why Tai told Ming this information is because she wanted Ming to be jealous. She wants Ming to know that other people want her too, so if she's going to keep stringing her along and not telling her if she wants to be in a relationship or not, there's plenty of other people that want her. However, I feel like Ming acting jealous over this situation is kind of stupid and immature. For some reason, Ming keeps saying that Brandi threw shade at her in the car about her makeup, and I honestly watched the clip of that situation, and I honestly don't feel like Brandi was throwing shade at her at all. I feel like Ming has an issue with Brandi because Brandi said that Tai was cute. And this ends up coming up again in this episode as well, because when they're all on their way to go to Las Vegas together, they have two separate cars, and in one car, Brandi ends up putting herself in there with Jackie, Tai, and Denise, and Ming felt some type of way about Brandi putting Tai in the same car as her because she feels like Brandi's doing it to spite her, and I don't understand why she feels that way. I mean, the point of Tai being on the show is for her to also get to know some of the other people, so I think it was a good idea to put Tai on a car with different people. And then Evelyn, Ming, and Brittany are in one car together away from everybody else, and Brandi ends up telling Tai that she feels like she was trying to make Ming jealous by telling her that she called her cute, which I do feel that way. I do think that Tai told Ming that Brandi told her she was cute only to get underneath Ming's skin. However, Ming has taken things too far. I mean, it doesn't even seem like she really wants to be with Tai. So it seems like the only reason why she's beefing with Brandi is because she wants a storyline, and she's using the fact that Brandi called Tai cute as a way to get a storyline. And I mean, I agree with Brittany, because Brittany said in her confessional that she felt like it was stupid for Ming to feel some type of way about somebody saying that Tai was cute. I mean, plenty of people probably find Tai attractive. She can't get mad at every person that thinks Tai's attractive. So I think it's stupid that she's taking it this far. Now look, they all end up arriving to this house in Las Vegas, and Shantel ends up showing up to the house, and she hugs everybody except for Jackie, okay? And I just felt that was weird. And before anybody says anything in the comment section, I'm not trying to invalidate Shantel's experiences with her mother, Jackie. I was not there when she was growing up. I don't know how Jackie was like as a mother. However, I do think that she shouldn't have hugged anybody if she wasn't going to hug her mom, because it's just not a good look. It seems like she came on this show to voice her issues that she has with her mother, and I just don't feel like it's necessary. I know some people get in the comments and say that Jackie is never held accountable, but I don't believe that. I feel like Jackie gets dragged every single season about something. She gets dragged for her personality, she gets dragged for the way she looks, how she dresses, her as a mother, her as a wife, her as a friend. Jackie has been getting dragged every single season of the show that I've seen, so I think it's weird for them to bring Jackie's daughter on the show for her to do the same thing that all these women always do to Jackie all the time. And like I said before, I'm not trying to invalidate Shantel's feelings towards her mother, but I personally would not be on a show full of women who don't like my mom and drag my mom and make her look even more worse to these people. Like, you're giving them more reasons to talk about your mother. So to me, I just think it's weird. Now, while they're all trying to get settled into the house, Brandi ends up telling everybody, including Evelyn, that she actually ended up inviting Jen to come to the house to see everybody, and Evelyn immediately feels some type of way about this because now she feels like Brandi is playing in her face and like she's being messy. And I will say, I do think that it was messy for her to invite Jen to come to the house. However, at the end of the day, the show is about messiness and drama, so Jen coming to the house only makes sense. I mean, I just feel like they knew that something like this was going to end up happening when they went on the trip, so I'm surprised that they're all acting like they're surprised by it. And this entire time when they got in the house, Ming starts coming for Brandi, okay? Which I think it's messy that production ended up giving Brandi and Ming a connecting room knowing that they don't like each other. But Ming starts really coming for Jennifer. She starts questioning her as to why she invited Jen on, you know, Evelyn's birthday trip. And so they start going back and forth a little bit about that. And then she starts going off about Brandi's cooking, okay? Because Brandi decided that she was going to cook dinner for everybody and she didn't bring any of her seasonings, but Ming apparently ended up telling Tai to bring a seasoning from her house, and she said that she was going to sit in this kitchen and oversee Brandi cook to make sure that everything tastes good. So now Brandi feels like Ming is coming for her, and I agree. I definitely feel like Ming is being petty and she's coming for Brandi. It doesn't make her look good in this situation. It makes her seem like she's really insecure. Everybody knows that Brandi does not want Tai. I don't even think that Brandi has an ounce of gay in her body. I just think that she thought Tai was physically attractive. A lot of people think that Tai is attractive. I don't think that that means she wants Tai. I mean, everybody knows that Brandi's not going to leave her cheating ass husband, so I don't even understand why Ming feels some type of way. So then Ming ends up going into the room with Shantel, and they're talking about Brandi saying that she's messy and that she throws rocks and hides her hand, and Brandi ends up overhearing them talking about her, mainly Ming, because Ming was talking really loud, and I think she was talking loud on purpose because she wanted Brandi to hear her. So Brandi ends up storming in there, and she starts confronting them about talking about her behind her back, and she starts telling Ming that she did not throw shade to her about makeup. And look, they ended up showing the clip again of the two of them. Ming was in the car with Brandi and a couple of other people. Ming said that she doesn't know how to do her makeup herself and that she might need to take some classes, and all Brandi told her was to go on TikTok because it's free. How is that her throwing shade at her? I just think that's stupid and petty. I feel like Ming is upset because Brandi said that Tai was cute and she feels some type of way about that, which is dumb. So everybody's in the kitchen and Ming kind of put Shantel on the spot because Shantel was telling Ming that she felt some type of way about Brandi inviting Jennifer to the house where she knows that Evelyn's gonna be at celebrating her birthday. And I honestly don't even know why Shantel cares. It's giving that Shantel wants to fit in with Evelyn, and that's the reason why she constantly is kissing Evelyn's ass and taking her side throughout the show. Like, she's been up Evelyn's ass more than she's been up her own mother's ass this season so far. So that's kind of weird to me. So Brandi comes out and she starts cussing them out, okay? She starts going off because they've been talking about her since they got to the house. And I can understand Brandi's frustration, okay? And usually I'm not even on Brandi's side, but in this particular situation I am, because I felt like these girls were doing way too much. So Brandi kind of starts little girling Shantel, and Shantel felt some type of way, which I'm not going to say that Shantel was wrong for feeling some type of way, because even though Shantel is Jackie's daughter and she's younger than most of the women that are at that table, I still don't feel like she should be treating her like she's a little girl. But they start going back and forth, and honestly I am going to say that I do like that Jackie sat back and minded her business. I mean, she is Chantel's mom, so maybe she should have gotten involved and told Brandi to chill out talking to her daughter like that. But Shantel has been sitting there shading her mother this entire season so far and cozying up to people who treat her mother like shit. So I was kind of glad that Jackie sat there and minded her business. Now Jennifer is in the car with Christian and she lets him know who she invited from the group to come to their wedding, and he was fine with her saying that she invited Ming and Jackie, but he was not okay with her saying that she invited Brandi because he feels like Brandi is not supportive of their relationship and Brandi is siding with Evelyn. Now I understand why he feels some type of way. I'm not a fan of Christian, but I do get it. I don't want somebody who doesn't like me at my wedding either, so I understand where he's coming from with that. However, he did say that he was okay with her coming because he knows that Jennifer wants her there, even though he just doesn't think that it's a good idea. And Evelyn is in the house talking to Jackie and Brittany. She starts telling them that Christian still hasn't paid Carl's cousin back the money that he owes her, and so she feels some type of way about that. And while she's talking to Jackie and Brittany, they see some lights pull up in front of the house, and they're assuming that is Jennifer. And the episode ended up cutting there. I think this was a pretty good episode. However, I thought it was weird how everybody was jumping down Brandi's throat. I think people pick and choose on this show. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.